I kind of like the song also. Oh, we can work on the DeLorean now. Apparently we have enough experience to do so, which is 3,000, which means we can also get an upgrade. And the OBD scanner, which I haven't even been using, I don't even think the Maluk can even use it. Let's go ahead and just kind of go down the list here and get the compression tester. Once we get all of these, it's not like there's an upper bound to what we can use our experience on, because we can actually go over here to this ladder, and we can use our upgrade points to actually change the look and feel of our garage simulator. So we'll keep that in mind, but that's less of a priority. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another specialization, huh? Oh, there's even this cool Del Rey custom car. Is that a real car? I don't know. Looks kind of old school. Got that kind of flat butt I kind of like, but I don't really like the wings. And that's still several cars away. We're going to work on this DeLorean, which I bet is going to have some fun doors. Oh, and this is actually our first job where there's issues with the gearbox, with the transmission. So this is actually probably going to be a super profitable job as well. Let's go ahead and take this job with the DeLorean DMC-12. DMC-12. You down with the DMC? Yeah, you know me. Alright. I have never seen Back to the Future. That's all I know about Back to the Future, is that the car does that. I think my brother had a poster that had a car that had doors like that. Alright, what? Alright, we got 4 parts that are bad, something loud with the exhaust, and then just a single thing wrong with the gearbox, so not too much. If there were more parts wrong, I might take it to the test track. And in fact, let's just do it anyway. Let's just kind of see how this thing works, just to kind of switch things up a bit. I'm allowed to do that. Another day at the styrofoam factory. Boy, I sure do hope that they invent the cotton gin sometime soon, because it's the 16th century, and I don't know whether the cotton gin has been invented yet. I don't know what the cotton gin is. Comments, notes on driving this car. The dashboard's real small, and we are seated very far away from the wheel. So we don't have a whole lot of range of vision. Luckily, it's the 1600s, and no cars drive above us, because the Wright brothers haven't been invented yet. Icarus has been invented by his father, Daedalus. So, the point of this is I don't like the way this car looks on the inside. I don't like the way this car looks on the outside. I don't like this car, but we got a job to do. It accelerates real fast, though. That's pretty fun. .88 kilometers per hour seems pretty fast to only be in second gear. Isn't 88 miles per hour what the gimmick of the movie was? Like, they had to be going that fast in order to go back to the future, or I guess leave the future and go back to the past. Alright, now there's supposed to be brake issues with this car, but honestly that seemed to be pretty good. So I don't really know what they're complaining about. What if, in driving that car and reaching 88 kilometers per hour, I've now taken myself forward from the 16th century? Well, that would be a little bit tricky, wouldn't it? Because now I'm going to start describing car parts as diseased and phlegmatic, and then people in the current era are going to be like, that's not how you talk about cars. Really? Only found one part, huh? Oh, at least it is the gearbox part, so now we know. Except the clutch pressure plate, it's not super far in there, but still. Alright. You'd think with you know, we tested the brakes, we wouldn't have been able to get some sort of information out of that. Well, whatever. Move this to the lifter. And then we're going to go ahead and try to use our... I have a feeling that the hood... First off, look at the kind of finish on this car. It just sort of looks like brushed metal. Ugh. Oh, of course. Also, of course, there's... double hood. That... Alright. At least it looks like it's in really good condition. DeLorean Motor Company. So this is the DeLorean? That's what you're telling me? Silly. I think I can see what part of the exhaust is bad. As well as what part of the brake looks to be not so great. Anyway. Let's go ahead, go to examine mode. And let's try out... This car doesn't have an OBD port. Great. Let's see the compression tester. Let's see if this tells us anything useful. I mean, it's just good to know, I guess, what this thing tests anyway. We were in the green range, so... okay, so it tests the pistons. And the engine block and the crankshaft. So that's actually not bad. Although, if there's something wrong with the engine block, we're going to need to remove all the parts anyway, which will tell us all the answers. So maybe this is a second time where we've learned that maybe the... why is this one little screw yellow? Oh, because it actually is yellow. Huh. Is that true of this thing too? So maybe if a car part is actually yellow, the examine thing screws up? Does that... that's not true for the green oil filter. Where even is the gearbox? There it is. Okay. Well... Okay. First things first. Let's lift up the car. Just get it at eye level. Because we're going to need to be removing some parts here. Let's go ahead. Can I just inspect this? Yep, bad. That's our loud exhaust. That's a rear muffler. This is a V6 engine. Okay. We're going to go ahead and just kind of do a visual inspection here. Now I can see right there that there is a bad brake part. And we're going to have to remove both of the rear tires anyway in order to get at the gearbox. So let's just do that. And in fact, let's just take this off. Oh, one moment. All right, said take a call. Okay, we are. What are we doing? Muffler. Oh, yeah, brakes. So we need to get this off. Bad pads. Okay, we are also going to need to take this off. That piece being the rear drive axle. There's no drive shaft on this car, interestingly. Or I guess it's just part of the gearbox. Are the pads bad too? They don't look that bad. But then again, the threshold of this car seems really high. Like everything seems to be in really good shape. Yeah, those seem fine. This drive axle out of here. Now we should be able to... No? What's your problem? Oh. Probably the starter here. Alright. How many more bolts do you think are on here? There. No. Aha. Oh, we kind of started over the soundtrack? That's fine. Okay. Well, we can see the the pressure plate that we need to replace here. So let's get that off. Oh, there we go. Okay, and we found 2 of the bad brake parts. I'm guessing the other ones are kind of up here. I see something. Excuse me. I see, yeah, possibly 2 things bad. Well, let's get the tire off, because there's at least one. Is this the song at the top of the order? Yeah, there are 2 bad parts here, the caliper and then the ventilated disc. At least these brake parts are standard. That's helpful. Alright, that should be everything. 2 calipers, ventilated disc, pads, a V6 rear muffler, and a clutch pressure plate. Go ahead and get some of these. Brakes. Already forgot. 2 calipers, ventilated disc, and pads. And we need a V6 rear muffler. There we go. As well as a clutch pressure plate. Which is... I was just saying how the gearbox stuff is often pretty expensive, but I guess not. Maybe it's just the gearbox itself. So maybe transmission parts are just more of a hassle rather than a profitable job. Anyway. Missing a new caliper. Great. This car, I think we're just going to put all the parts back where they originally belonged, unless they were of ill rapport. Also, I don't remember which tire goes where. Rim. All right. This one was... well, it's got to be bad pads. I think the caliper was fine over here. Okay. And then we got to put gearbox stuff back in. So let's get us a new... yeah, that's what that's supposed to look like. Not spreading its poor humor all around like we do at breadfiesta.youtube.user.com/support/breadfiesta. I whispered that joke because I didn't think it was very good, but maybe I should have more confidence in my jokes. Alright, nice. These are both about the same. I guess while we're over here, let's go ahead and get this back on. And we'll get this back on too. And we'll put this on here, why not? There we go. Is that everything? I've replaced all the things, and that's not what we want. We want our inventory. Oh, why? Uh-oh. It is not everything. We need to get the starter back on. We almost made a terrible mistake. Not that they would have let us return the car with the missing part, so... but if we had accidentally sold it, that would have been lost profit. Can't be doing that. I am glad that I checked. Alright. So, not bad here. No bonus for this one, and also it looks like we lose $1 from the math. So, whatever. Make it gone. Next,